Some stories don't stay buried. Some deaths leave behind more than just grief. In 2004, in the rain-soaked town of Elmbrook, a girl vanished from her boarding school dormitory. Days later, her body was found in the woods, eyes wide open, palms facing up. The case was closed, a tragic accident, they said. But 10 years later, she came back, not in body, but in glass. At exactly 2:44 a.m., every night, a figure appeared in the third-story window of the abandoned East Wing. People saw her. Some ignored her. Some tried to speak. One entered and didn't come back. This is the story of Harper Vance and what waited behind that win. Harper Vance was 14, a quiet girl drawn to shadows, often seen sketching faces no one else recognized. She lived in Dorm 3B of Elmbrook Academy, a Gothic-style boarding school nestled between pine forests and fog. On October 9, 2004, Harper never showed up for breakfast. Her bed was made, shoes missing, her diary open to a single sentence. The third stair creaks because it remembers. Search parties found her 5 days later, deep in the woods, 20 meters off an unused trail. Her face was pale, frozen in shock. No visible wounds, no signs of assault. The autopsy said cardiac arrest. Fear, they whispered. But from what? After her death, her sketches raised eyebrows, pages filled with black-eyed figures. One repeated again and again, a girl in a window, sometimes screaming, sometimes staring. Students claimed Harper had become obsessed with the East Wing, closed for renovations after a fire in 1997. She said she heard tapping there at night, whispering. The dorm matron dismissed it, but Harper kept drawing. One night, a roommate woke to find Harper sleepwalking, whispering, "She's trapped behind the glass." After Harper's funeral, things went quiet. The school moved on. Her room was cleared, her name removed from records, but the East Wing remained sealed. Locals claimed they saw lights flickering there at night. A janitor quit after hearing scratching behind the walls. He said the smell of burning wood lingered in the hallway even when it rained. The principal chalked it up to imagination. Until the sightings began. In 2013, a former student came back to photograph the abandoned wing for a blog. In his final shot, taken at 2:44 a.m., a figure appeared in the third-floor window. A pale face, long black hair, eyes wide. It matched Harper's last school photo exactly. The post went viral. Townspeople visited the school at night. Many saw the same thing, a figure in the glass, unmoving, watching. Security cameras failed. The image never recorded, but witnesses swore. She blinked. Then came Ben Marlowe, a YouTuber. He vowed to enter the East Wing live on stream. He climbed in through a broken window. Viewers watched as he explored dark hallways, faded classrooms, the smell of mildew and burnt wood thick in the air. As he approached room 3B, the former dorm room of Harper Vance, his flashlight flickered. A knock echoed from inside. The door creaked open by itself. Then static. The stream cut out. Ben was never seen again. Police searched the East Wing but found no trace. Just one thing left behind in room 3B, a cassette player. On it, a tape labeled "Play Me." When investigators pressed play, they heard Harper's voice, software whimpering. "I didn't go into the woods. She pulled me through the glass." Then a second voice, distorted, overlapping, whispering Latin. The tape ended with a shriek that made even seasoned officers step back. Experts analyzed the audio. No tampering, no digital editing. A priest brought in by Harper's aunt claimed it matched incantations used in exorcisms from the 1800s. Further investigation revealed a girl named Alice Marlowe lived in the same dorm in 1894. She died during a fire. Witnesses said she was last seen banging on the window, screaming. Her body was never found. Some believe Harper accidentally opened a doorway. Others think she was chosen. In 2015, the school was shut down for good, but on the final night, one teacher stayed late to pack. At 2:44 a.m., she looked out the window. Across the courtyard, in the third-floor window of the east wing, two figures stood, a girl with black hair and a boy beside her, his hand pressed to the glass. When she blinked, they vanished. But the lights in the east wing stayed on until sunrise. There was no power. Today, the Elmbrook building stands in ruin, overgrown, forgotten. But every October, on the 9th, at 2:44 a.m., people gather outside the gates, hoping, fearing. Some see her, some hear tapping. One year, a visitor left a message scratched into a lamppost. "Don't look at the window. She looks back." You've been listening to The Girl in the Window. Subscribe for more true horror and forgotten truths. And remember, some stories wait to be seen.